the first part is the important news is next year, March onwards, the border will open soon. So people who are concerned with Australian borders, for sure, they will open next year. So they already started something this year as well. I think Mandil and everyone else can just give their input on those ones, like if the border is going to open soon for international students.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you from different countries. I could see like people from different countries have joined us. And regarding the border issues, I think border is already open for the citizens from November 1. So most probably NSW is the first state that will be opening up. They'll be coming up with a pilot program, and people who already got a visa, they'll be allowing those people to come in. And for the people who are wanting to apply for the new visa, I think the borders might be opening for Feb next year. So most probably within Feb, mostly the border issue should be resolved, and then people can apply for the visa, and they can sort out the visa option. And before that, you've got to get your double dose of vaccine that has been certified by the TGA. TGA is the approving body for Australia. Make sure you get a vaccine that has been TGA approved. And we have got like Pfizer, Moderna in our part of world. I think COVID vaccine is very popular. So make sure you get either one of the certified vaccine. You've got to get your positive result for COVID negative result. Sorry for that. COVID negative result, and then you got to secure your visa for yourself. With that, you can come to Australia with, and there won't be any kind of quarantine that's required. It's an easy allowance for you. And yeah, that's basically about it. And you can expect like borders should be opening by February next year.
Right. Thanks, Mandil. So we'll go on to the course information first. So in this particular webinar, we'll focus on the bachelor's and master's program. Also, people who want to go for diploma nowadays can also come to Australia in a diploma program as well. It's not that difficult like before. It's still people are coming in from countries like Nepal, some from Bangladesh and India and Pakistan as well. We're coming in diploma program directly instead of doing a bachelor or master's. But we'll focus on this webinar based on bachelor and master's program. So firstly, anybody who has done their bachelor's already, they'll be eligible to go for the master's. If you haven't done your bachelor's, if you have just done high school, then obviously you can go for bachelor's then. Right. The course we are focusing on is Masters of Marketing. This is one course which we are promoting specifically because they have a special offer for this course. There's a very reduced fee, which is probably the lowest fee for any master's program you can apply for in Australia. I don't think you'll get a tuition fee lower than this for any program in Australia. So if you want to save up some money and get a degree which is going to be affordable for you, then go for this one. This is Masters of Marketing. So anyone from a business background or any background can go for this course. It's a 2 years program where you will learn basic marketing stuff which you can help in the business field. And the tuition fee for this program is 25,000 for the whole program. So per term you have to only pay 6,250. Right? So how much is it in Nepalese rupee and Indian rupee? Can you guys also Bangladeshi taka as well? Can you guys give an idea?
So for Nepal at the current exchange rate, it's 5,40,000, nearly 44,000 rupees NPR, that is. Now, if we divide that with 1.6, because Indian rupees is pegged with like Nepalese rupees is pegged with Indian currencies, that would be something around 3,39,000 rupees per semester.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty affordable. I think if you have any idea about if you have any idea about normally how much the tuition fee is, if you have any friends or anybody who came to Australia, normally the tuition fee is at least 10 to 12,000 per semester. So now you're getting almost 70% or 50% off, almost 50% off in your tuition fee. So this is a very affordable program. Normally the yearly fee is 25,000. So you're getting the 2 years program in 25,000, which is quite affordable for you. So if you want to come for this program, this is a special offer. Now, for the entry requirement, you need to have a bachelor's degree. Any bachelor's degree, if you have from overseas, you are qualified for this course. And IELTS, you have to have at least 6 with each band 5.5, or if you have an equivalent PT score or other exams, that you can give, then that's still fine. And after the course is done, you can go for a 2-year work visa. So in Australia, I don't know if you know the rule. Once the degree is finished, you can go for 2-year work visa after the course finishes. So anybody who has done a 2 years course, if they finish a 1.5 years course, they cannot do it. They have to finish a 2 years program and then go for a TM. Now, after the course is finished, if you are in a marketing field and if you get a job in a regional area of Australia in a marketing field like Adelaide, Canberra, or other parts of NSW, you can have a more prospect towards PR. And normally, a marketing graduate in a marketing role earns $60,000 to $70,000 per year. This is the annual salary range for people, for marketing graduates. And also, if you're working in that field for 2 years, your company can sponsor you on a work visa as well for another 2 years. So at least you can stay for 4 years then. In case, the worst case, the PR doesn't happen, you have that option as well. But if you want to go for PR as well for marketing, you can finish your degree in one of those this program, go for any job in these particular areas, then the particular state of Australia will nominate you for the state nomination. And 1 year experience is required for marketing graduate after study to qualify for PR. That's the requirement. If you guys, anybody have any questions regarding any course or anything, you can raise your hand in between and we can get back to you on that one. Right. The next thing to discuss, anything from the team to add up from this bit? Anything to add up about this marketing course, why it's beneficial for them?
In terms of all the courses that Australia offers, the reason why marketing is very crucial is because there is also like a need for people who are from the marketing background in this country. And more than anything else, the kind of expertise and the kind of, course that they teach in this university is very exceptional, and it is one of the best. And that's why we are suggesting this university for people who are, dreaming of coming to Australia and studying.
Right.
All right, I'd like to add something on there. So I don't know what is the background of all these people who are connecting with us, but I could see most of them should be coming out of either the management background or science background or technology background. So anybody and everybody can join this course. It's technically speaking, anyone from any of the background can join it. So to get the enrollment is not difficult. If you've got a bachelor's certificate with you, you just need to clear your PT or IELTS, whatever score is the requirement there. And as far as the visa is concerned, we are enrolling you for a level 1 school, right? So from offshore, visa would be the main concern. So since it's a level 1 school, so visa should not be a button of concern. And it's very economically very feasible for you as well. Very cost effective. I've not seen this kind of option when I was coming here early on, right? So this is one of the most cost effective options you can get. And for level 1 school, plus the visa is not a concern, as already I've told you, right? And you can get some PR pathways after completing this course as well. So this is one of the merit that you can get. And you can also apply for the post-study work visa that will be for 2 years. And in the upcoming times, I think more of the marketing people would be required by a lot of the companies to be working on. So I think one of the best courses in the market, if you're looking for a very cost-effective option, if you just want to come to Australia and have some kind of option with your PR and with your post-study work and everything, this is the right course to be in. And from onshore, we have applied for a lot of the visa. I have not even seen any of the visa rejection till now.
Right. Thanks, Mandil. So I think Ayush is asking about MBA courses, right? If somebody doesn't want to do marketing major, then they can go for MBA courses. The MBA cost would be a bit higher, not that much high. So the fees would be 8,400 per term. There will be 4 terms. So the overall cost for MBA would be 33,600 AUD. That's the overall cost. Initially, before visa, you have to pay only one semester fee, which is 8,400. That's the initial cost of your visa application before visa. And the remaining semesters fee you have to pay after the course finishes. So this is MBA. Then we have MPA, accounting, and also somebody from business background can also, or any background can go for Masters of IT system. This is called business IT. It's a very popular course in Australia. People who finish the degree in business IT can go for PR under IT occupation. And you have a very high prospect for jobs as well in IT. So this is a new field. In the last 5-6 years, I think a high number of people have gone for this particular course. As you can see, that fees has been given here. So as we have also mentioned that if you are a professional accounting student, you can apply for PR as an accountant. If you are an MBA graduate, you can apply for PR as an accountant, management, or other business occupations. And for IT, you can apply as a business analyst. That's the role. I hope that covers everything. And the entry requirement is the same as marketing. You can have to have a bachelor's degree. If you have an MBA, it's still fine for people from other background doing the MBA. So anyone from any background can do this kind of courses. And yeah, anything to add? Any questions that you guys have? Please just in the chat box you can answer. From the team, can you also give your insight on this kind of courses? I think except marketing, these are the courses they can go for.
So I think Ayush is having one question there. He's asking, do you have to do any Gmat course for MBA? So the answer would be you just need a PT score of at least 6 is band when you're applying for this course. We're not requiring any Gmat.
In Australia, Gmat is not required for any course, to be honest. I don't know if you know this. In Australia, even if you want to go for the best University of Melbourne, which is #1 university in Australia, they don't require Gmat. So Gmat is not required anywhere. Only thing is you have to have a bachelor's degree and IELTS. That's it. As you know, this is the Gmat is only for US and Canada mostly, but not for Australia. Australia don't need to have Gmat. It's a very simple qualification, very simple entry requirement for MBA. So entry requirement is the same for everyone. And if somebody does not have IELTS as well, if somebody does not have PT or IELTS score, they cannot give the exam for some reason. We have an English foundation course which would be packaged with it. So you don't have to do IELTS as well. So no IELTS is required as well.
So I think Harsh is asking one question. Can you please give the details on scholarship on campus? So regarding the scholarship, it's already a scholarship price for offshore. They are coming up with a package. The scholarship is already included in this one because the normal cost for this course is something very high. And with the scholarship, because the COVID pandemic is over, so they want to get more people from offshore. So they have already included the scholarship there. And for now, we have got a campus in Sydney, IMC, and I think even Melbourne is having a campus there, right? For IMC?
Yeah. This particular one, IMC, is based in Sydney and Hobart, but the scholarship is only for Sydney. If you want, you can transfer to Hobart as well, but the Hobart fees will be different. They also have some new program which is called Masters of. I don't. Can you guys see the slides? Yeah, you can. So Masters of Applied Finance Technology, Blockchain, and MBA and Financial Tech Management. So the two courses they have introduced this year, and the entry requirement has the same as we have mentioned before. So the campus, they have two campuses in. One is in Sydney. This is the campus pictures for IMC. And this is a level 1 institution. So when you're applying for visa, anyone applying for level 1 college university has higher chances of visas. The scholarship, right? That somebody, I think Harsh was asking about scholarship. So as you can see, the scholarship amount is given there. So the total fees normally for accounting is $35,000. After discount is $25,000. So you're getting almost $10,000 off for accounting. Same thing for marketing as well. The marketing, the difference is this is actually going to be a 4-semester course, not a 3-semester. This is updated recently. MBA, it was supposed to be 46,000. So you're getting it for 33,000. So almost 13,000 scholarship for MBA. Around 10 to 12,000 to be honest. And normally in Australia, scholarship is not a very common thing. Most of the university will give you 20%, 30% off. Nobody will give you more than 50% off or 100% off. That's not the normal trend in Australia. So
Yep, I think Harsh is asking.
Yash is asking about the
Yeah.
borders for international students to come on campus and stuff.
Yeah, I think he's just asking the same thing that we have already explained. So most probably the international borders for student will be opening on February 2022. I was just listening to Ambassador of Australia to Nepal yesterday, and she was saying that they will be starting the pilot program very soon for the person who already got a visa, and someone who is applying the visa right now, they will be on the pipeline to come. So every of the state is coming up with a pilot program. So NSW would be the first one, and then we've got Victoria after that. South Australia is there. So every state would be following the same kind of policies. So you can expect till this July, upcoming 2022, things would be very normal. Until then, they'll be coming up with a pilot program, and just make sure you've got a vaccine. And if you talk about the on-campus study, most probably till everything is very fine, like all the international students would be there, they'll not be having any on-campus study till then. I would say like July 2022 might be the time when they will be opening up on-campus classes. For till then, they will be having online classes going on. I think I answered it. Answer your question, yes.
yeah.
So I think Ayush is coming up with another question. So yeah, brochure. We can send the brochure.
Yeah, so Harsh, so we will send all the details in your mail after the webinar. And then we'll also have a detailed consultation as well with you, like a Zoom consultation. Okay, let's quickly just finish the slides, then we can start the one-on-one consultation. Just go back to slides. Yeah, as we have discussed about that marketing, so we have the 4 courses, right? Now, one more thing to add is about that this is a very important part of your future, right? You want to know how much is your expense, because when you're going from overseas, one of the first important factor is how much you're spending money and what is your income as well. So normally the tuition fee is 25,000 as we see. If you go for the marketing course, otherwise MBA would be a bit higher. Living expense is average 20,000 per year. That's the living expense in Australia. So in 2 years in Australia, you'll spend $40,000. So your overall expense is $65,000. Right, in 2 years. But anyone who is going to work in Australia, the per hour rate is minimum $20 per hour. That's the minimum rate. So if you work for 20 hours per week, then in 2 years, you'll be at least making $50,000. At least making with the, if you also during the 3-4 months of vacation, you have full working rights. So at least you'll make this amount of money. So your final expense after everything is finished is $15,000. This is your final expense. This is the money that you have to pay from your pocket. The remaining money you're actually earning from your part-time jobs as well. So this is your final expense. And after that, you have a 2 years of work visa. In the work visa, even if you don't do a marketing job, even if you do a normal average job, which is like paying you the minimum amount of salary, you're going to still make at least $80,000 in 2 years. So how much you're making in 4 years' time, the profit is $65,000 is the profit that you're earning after 2 years. This is for master's program, something similar to bachelor's program as well. Anything to add from your team about this overall profit situation for people who want to think about the cost and benefit?
Yeah, the first thing is like people are very concerned about the fees when you come from offshore, because fees would be the concerning part for them. So it's a scholarship that the level 1 institute is providing to you. So you'll be having that 20 hours of the work right that the Australian government has given. And at the current situation, if you're working in a critical sector, if you're working in a critical sector, you'll be getting a full working right as well. I don't know till when that regulation will be there, but mostly if you're working in those sectors like childcare sector, aged care, disability care, or tourism, hospitality sector, you'll be getting full working right. But in a normal situation, you get a 20 hour of work right, and you'll be having a vacation. The vacation will be starting mainly from November. So November till Feb, you'll be having a full working right. So till then, you'll be able to generate that income. So now you can see the breakdown there. Final expense would be this much, and then earning from 2 years of the work visa this much. So overall, in 4 years of the time till your visa would be expiring, I think that's a decent amount of profit. That's not exact amount, but you can earn more than that one as well. It depends on how much of the input you'll be putting in as far as the work is concerned. So all in all, I think this course that we are promoting here is very cheap in terms of expenditure and everything, and you get opportunity to earn here as well. So I've seen a lot of the students get the field job, or they get a professional job if they've got some kind of experience back home. So there is a chance, and your visa condition also should be supporting it. And after you complete the study in a post-study work visa, majorly all the company would be giving you that platform to find a job. So it's like pretty good, I think, offer for everyone who is currently offshore. And visa should not be a concern for all of you. And even the cost is very effective.
There's a question from, I think, Harry, right? Harry is asking about the course code, if this course is in the course. So I'm just showing you a screen just to give you an update. The Masters of Marketing course, as you can see, it's top education, which is the institution, which is IMC, as you can see, and the course code is here, the course code. As everything is given here.
And there's one more question by Ayush saying how much money to show when they're applying for the visa. How much is the minimum amount that they have?
So those questions will have that breakout room, right? That we'll start in 5 minutes.
We can do the individual counseling for this one if somebody is interested.
Yeah. So yeah, Harish, I think we have answered your questions regarding what's the course code. So obviously every course that you want to apply for a visa in Australia, you have to have a course code. Otherwise you can't apply for visa with that.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go back to the presentation and just quickly finish it up. Like the benefit part we have discussed, right? MBA, MIT, and MPA, the 3 courses you can also enroll for. And now if anybody wants to go for bachelor's as well, we have these 3 options for you. They have Bachelors of International Business, Bachelors of Accounting and Finance, and Bachelors of IT. The fees is going to be 15,000 per year, which is the cheapest offer we have for the bachelor study. So if somebody hasn't done bachelor's yet, they can go for this one. The bachelor's fee would be a bit higher than master's, obviously, but if you think we are only covering the cheapest course in Australia at the moment. Why? Because some people want to go for the lowest fee one. It doesn't mean that we are not covering other courses. We are partnered with all the universities. So if you want to apply for other universities, like Sebastian is asking about Masters of Construction Management in Deakin, we can also help you with that one as well. So if you want to apply to any other college, any other fees you want to get info for, you can just contact with us. It doesn't have to be this specific one. It's the cheapest one, but doesn't mean that this is everything we work with, right? So that's pretty much the bachelor's program you can go for. For the bachelor's program, it's very simple. You have to do a high school completion, year 12, in your own country, and then you have to have IELTS 6 overall. That's the requirement for bachelor's. Okay, that's the only thing you require. Now, just quickly about the process for the application. So if you want us, let's say Fusion Aussie and we are working together for your visa application, the first step is you apply to college through us. You send all the documents by online through to our mail. We send it to the college, get the offer letter in 2 weeks. And after that, you pay your first term fee. Pay your first term fee, and then they'll give you a COE. The COE is the certificate you require to apply for visa. And then once we have the COE, we will prepare your visa application along with your financial documents and all the other documents, and lodge your visa once required. And then you have to do your medical, and then after medical, you can get your visa and come to Australia. This is the overall process from applying till getting your visa. This is the 3 steps that you have to go for. And as you mentioned that for details consultation, we'll have this next session, which is going to be a quick session with everyone. Want to discuss about individual sessions about your application.